Welcome back to Unicorn Talk, the podcast with me, Candy Bars, and my special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Alex Davis. Some call me AD, and I just thankful for the platform. Thank y'all for allowing me to guest on the show.
Okay, period. So I see you're holding the book. Let's start here.
Coming your way.
What is this?
This is Move with Mello. This is my first published children's book, first published book in general. Published it this past March. It's a simple rhyming book for young children, 0 to 6. It's good for parent bonding, parent-child bonding time. As children begin to learn, become more literate, and they can read it on their own. But it's about the daily movement of our dog Mello. He might go in the kitchen for snacks. He might go on a walk. He might be lazy on the couch, sunbathing, whatever. But it just kind of illustrates what Mello would do on his daily endeavors, if you will.
Okay. No, I love this. I actually thought about doing a children's book.
Come on.
But I did, because Candy love the kids, of course.
Come on now, come on.
But no, I actually thought about doing a children's book. And I was trying to make some money, right? And I was looking up how do you make money really fast. And it was like, make a children's book or a coloring book or a crossword puzzle or a journal or something.
Yep.
So I have a journal on sale on Amazon, and it's called Notes to Self.
I'm tapped in for sure.
Notes to Self journal. So yeah, and
I
use it for manifesting and scripting and different things like that. Do you manifest?
I probably don't write. I do write stuff down. No, for sure. So I do it in different ways. I guess writing and this, what they call it, like speaking affirmations.
Yeah, speaking it into existence.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
I believe in it.
Okay, I like the hair.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, what is your nationality?
My dad is white. My mom is black.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And do you know like their roots though? Like, have you ever dug deep on either side?
My mom has. I can't say that I know or remember what she told me. I know as far as the white side, my dad is Welsh. I don't know.
Okay, Welsh. Okay.
Culture. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know a lot about the culture. But when I looked up Davis, and I was it's a Welsh last name.
Okay.
But no, white and black. Yeah.
Okay. Period.
Hybrid.
Okay. So, do you ever have issues being in white or black spaces? Have you ever had a hard time being accepted on either side?
I don't think I ever really had a hard time being accepted on the black side.
Okay.
There's different jokes that like I can accept jokes from the black side.
Yeah.
I don't accept jokes from the white side.
Yeah, so it's a fine line.
Like the homie called me a mutt. All right, cool. But like Tom, call me an Oreo. All right, it's on Tom.
We gotta fight
for sure. Yeah. No, it's different. It's different on each side.
It is 100%. Different. Okay, period. That's what's up. No, I hear a lot of women say that, or a lot of just biracial people in general saying like, it's hard to get acceptance on one side or the other, or just finding out who you are
100%.
On both sides. And some parents, some kids don't have that other parent, so they can't connect to that other side. So, but you have both of your parents.
Both parents grew up with both parents. They split when I was 2, but I was with both parents, a lot.
Okay,
in different households. So, my dad lived in Dayton.
Okay.
My mom, we started in Springfield, but then she moved to Centerville.
Okay.
And so. Saw white culture, saw black culture, on the weekends I'm over here, you know what I'm saying? And then, during the school week over here. So that definitely like, it made me very aware of my surroundings as a young kid, but also I think it helped me navigate those things. Being introduced to both sides early.
Yeah, make you well rounded.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I realized when I be in Centerville, I can't get a haircut in Centerville.
Don't go to Great Clips.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
don't go to.
There are things you can't do over here.
Shade, but we ain't going to Great Clips.
Some luxuries over here. I can get a fade. They don't know what a taper is over here.
They don't know.
Like different things.
They're gonna give you the high top fade, the military cut.
I'm gonna have a 6 head for sure. Like,
no, for real.
Yeah, it's over.
So, are you married? I see.
I am married. I just got married this past Sunday. No, for sure. Thank you. Shout out to my wife Simone.
Simone.
Yeah. So we
Simone sounds black.
No, Simone mixed too. Yeah,
okay,
dad black, mom white. No, for sure. The family matches.
Okay, weird. So y'all relate to one another.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. No, she dope, man. Yeah, so we've been together for just under 2 years, and then been married for 6 days. So
okay.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing. 100%.
Okay, 6 days. Yeah. Okay, so how do you keep it spicy?
That's crazy. How we keep it spicy? Let me not share all the secrets. No, I think just like, being about one another.
Okay.
Right? Like, so, it'd be she likes flowers. And so I've learned, okay, cool. I got to make sure, flowers can't just come every 3 months.
Yeah,
okay,
you got to.
Let me get flowers, on a more consistent basis,
okay.
Exploration, if you will, too, okay, what you like, what you not like. Okay, this is what I like, in various capacities of the relationship. Right. I think just continuing to learn each other, want to learn each other, and then want to please each other for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So what is your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
My sign, I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus. Okay. And what's her sign?
Her sign, she's a Libra, October 9th.
A Libra. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if they,
you don't know if they go together.
Or not, but they've been working for it. So
listen, hey, don't let the signs rule your life. You know what I'm saying? But I do like to look into like people's other signs, because we always go by the sun sign.
Yeah.
But we got 3. So you got the sun, moon, and rising, and each one affects different areas of your life.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm an Aquarius sun.
All right.
Yeah, I'm an Aquarius sun. So that's the one everybody knows me for. My birthday is January 22nd.
Okay, I like it.
But then I'm a Leo moon.
Okay.
And then I'm a Taurus rising.
Okay.
So Taurus rising, people see me as a Taurus. They see me as very grounded, down to earth, humble, but also headstrong.
Okay, for sure.
They may think I'm stubborn. They may think that, but I'm really an illogical Aquarius, honestly, most times. But I come off as a Taurus.
You're just strong in what you believe in and value. It is what it is. You're not afraid to assert or put your foot down.
Exactly. And in the Leo moon, your moon is like your emotions and reactions.
Right.
And when my feelings get hurt, I'm definitely a lion.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's very raw.
For sure.
It's very raw. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't like to get like that, because I go away from my logical self when I get there. Yeah, and I'm like, that's not who I am, but you're making me do this.
But I can access it if need be. I don't want to, but it's there.
It's in my pocket.
You know what I'm saying? No,
just saying. So if you know what time you're born, you can look that up.
Okay, I'm definitely on it. What time were you born?
I was born at 11:57.
Okay, morning
a.m.
a.m. Okay, I'm a 7:51 a.m. baby.
Okay, period. Okay, time, yeah, it matters the time that you were born and things like that. So yeah, look that up.
Okay, and I will.
So I heard the song. I was pulling up. You was doing it on the porch.
Yes,
okay, and I think the one that I heard was His Plan.
His Way.
His Way. Okay, so you got God Got Me, right?
Yes.
And you got His Way.
Yes.
So which one is your favorite between the two?
I don't know if I got it. Probably His Way. Probably His Way. Yeah, that's the first one that I dropped this year. And it's more of like a side quest.
Okay.
I've been rapping, off and on since, teenage years, having fun, taking it serious in college, so on and so forth. And it's at a time in my life that recorded these songs back in 2022 and was what you call it, hit a hurdle, hit a roadblock in life. And it was one of those things like, oh boy. And I wasn't in church at the time. And so I reached out to one of my role models, Charlie Mack, and he got me where I needed to be, what building I needed to be in. And as I was going through what I was going through, I just started, I'm gonna put a beat on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like do some quick therapy, if you will.
Exactly.
And started writing and then recorded, and I've held them for, 3 years. So I'm like, this is time to put it out. I got my son listening, we listen to Dave East and Nipsey Hussle and stuff, which I love, right?
Yeah.
But also like he listens to DeBarge and the Whispers and other stuff too. But like, I'm like, I want to make sure I put something out that's positive.
That's
what I'm saying? There's no
positive.
curse words. It's about God. Okay, so you listen to this, son, and you're gonna understand my values and beliefs, and hopefully, God willing, these values and beliefs will assist you.
Yeah, and you won't get lost and influenced by all the other things,
100%.
all the other noise.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
I like that. So you go to church?
I go to church. Yes. 2022, I started going to a place called Second Baptist Church in Monclova, Ohio.
Okay, I love a Baptist church.
You know what I'm saying? Just outside of Toledo. Bishop Booze is the.
Hold on now. Bishop Booze.
Bishop Booze. BOOSE.
Okay, I was thinking about beer.
Oh no, not that kind of booze. No.
Bishop Booze.
No, I believe, and I don't know everything about him, but I believe he's a retired firefighter.
Okay.
And now Bishop, and he does everything he does. He's really like a pillar in the community for sure.
Okay, period. Yeah. So it went from saving lives to saving souls.
100%.
Okay,
no,
I like that.
Yeah, no, he's dope, man. Now we go to that's The church is probably 45 minutes away from where we live at.
Oh, so y'all committed.
We were. I was. We were. Like,
yeah. Y'all going 45 minutes away for that word.
We try to find something where we're at.
Yeah.
And I prefer a black church. But where we're at in Findlay, Ohio, it's not a black church.
It's not very many black
It's like
churches.
coming to Centerville in 2005 to find a black barber. You wasn't going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So so now we go to a place called First Church of the Nazarene, and it's been very positive for us.
Okay.
And so it's 5 minutes down the road. It's easy to go to. It doesn't take the whole day to get there and get back. And so I would still like to attend Second Baptist Church, when I can, and that's home for me.
Yeah.
But I also do enjoy where we go right now for sure. Yeah.
Okay, period. Yeah. Have you studied other religions?
I can't say that I have studied in depth by any means. No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. No, I should. I love to learn more. I think it's a good thing. No,
listen,
for sure.
For real. Listen, I'm not here to test anyone's faith, right? But I do think that when you commit yourself wholly to one way, that you should explore all the ways.
Right. No, for sure.
So that way, even in any church, any pastor, any bishop, whoever, they can't tell you who you are.
100%.
And they can't deliver the word in a way that makes sense to them.
For sure.
You'll understand it on you have your own understanding.
100%, yeah.
So yeah, I've studied a bunch of religions. I started off Christian. I started off going to Baptist churches. Right. I feel like I'm more spiritual these days.
Okay. Yeah.
So just trying to get tapped in with self and what the things that I can do to change my life.
Yes.
In real time, you know what I'm saying? But I do believe in a higher power, of course. But I've studied like Jehovah's Witness. I've studied it all. And there's certain things that I like about each one. Like I like how Jehovah's Witness, they don't be like 10% tithes. You got to pay 10% tithe. They bring people as offerings. So that's where they're knocking on your door because they want to save your soul and they want to bring you to the hall. They call it the hall.
Right.
But also what I don't like about the hall is any girls that like have children or sex out of wedlock or anything like that, they keep them separate.
Okay.
They're not even allowed to talk to the other women in the church.
Okay. Copy.
Bad influences.
Okay, wow. Okay,
that's crazy.
No, I'm not hit, but
you feel me?
I want to learn.
It's so much different stuff. Like I looked at the Quran and they say the Quran is the only Bible that hasn't been rewritten.
Okay. Copy.
So I like the story of Adam and Eve in the Quran. And I also like how they give kind of homage to women.
Right.
I feel like in like Catholic Church.
Okay.
I like how the Catholics pray to the mother of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
They pray to the Hail Mary, Mother of Jesus Christ.
Right.
So Mary is important in the Catholic Church. In the Christian church, she was just a vessel.
Right.
We just popped a baby in her and was like, yeah, and then we was done with her after that. I'm serious. So I mean, I've looked at all different religions, and I feel like when a lot of places got colonized, they took the good parts and they kind of changed it to mean what they wanted to mean. Okay. But I believe a lot of it is true, and a lot of it is rooted in, African culture. But, colonizing and all those things, they change it.
It's a thing.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a thing.
No, I'm grounded in God. Let me say that.
Yeah.
I am a Christian.
Okay.
Devout Christian. I grew up in a non-denominational church with my mom, and then with my dad. He converted to Catholicism when I was 8. I'm
not even hip to Catholicism.
Yeah, I mean being Catholic. Yeah,
okay.
Right? Yeah,
okay. Look, teach me the big words.
I'm not Catholic, but like going to the church with him, I learned different values, morals, the things that they, what do you call it? Things, traditional ways, things they do in the church, right? And so I got to see a few different ways of Christianity in that way.
Okay.
But yeah, non-denominational Christian, and just wherever I can get the word that makes sense for me to be in, wherever I'm led to get the word, whether that's a Baptist church or First Church of the Nazarene where we go now.
We having church right now.
Come on now, 2 or more people. Come on, right?
Wherever 2 or more people gather is church. I'm telling you, I know.
No, for sure.
But yeah, so we having church right now. I love that. And I was gonna say too, like the 10 Commandments.
Right.
They come from the 42 laws of Ma'at.
Okay, I'm not hit.
Look it up when you're done.
No,
and
sure.
you really will like see those 42 laws and be like, I do all those things. I am already that person. Versus when you look at the 10 Commandments, it'll make you feel condemned to hell. Like it will make you be like, oh my gosh, I've done these things.
Right,
like, how do I fix this? You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? We all do it. So it's just like, it'll make you think that you're not a good person because they minimized it to that 10.
Okay.
But it's 42 laws. And invoking laughter.
You said of Mayat? How you spell it?
Mayat, M-A-A-T.
Okay, copy.
I'm gonna send you some stuff.
No, please. No, please, come on.
I'm gonna send you some stuff when we're done. But no, that's a powerful thing to go look at. And it's certain things on there like invoke laughter.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's one of the laws to invoke laughter. Like you make people laugh all the time, right?
Come on, no, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Spread joy, all of those things. So it's a lot deeper than the 10. Right? The 10, I feel like, are structural for government purpose. They want you to get married for tax purposes and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's truth to those. They just minimized them and took them from a bigger set of rules.
Okay. No, so, I'm not hip. I'm gonna
get you a hip friend. I'm gonna get you a hip friend.
I definitely read.
So. Yeah, I'm gonna get you a hip friend. But no, I love church. I love getting the word. You know what I'm saying? It's been times where I go to churches and I'm like, they talking to me.
Right. No, for sure you feel it.
The last time I went, I didn't feel like I heard anything that was for me.
Right, got you. No, I get that.
And I just haven't been back.
I get it. No.
I just don't have I didn't find a church home.
No, for sure.
That I felt like was for me.
No, I get that.
So I like having church like this.
Come on, no, for sure. You just talk about it openly.
Yeah, 100%. I like having church like this. So do you make other music besides the God?
I used to.
Music?
I used to in my younger days. Yeah, like
what was you gang banging?
No, we ain't gonna say that. No, just young, youthful, 18 to 23-year-old music.
Club hopping, just fun stuff.
I was in college, and I wasn't as being as what you call it, fruitful or productive as I could have been in a positive way.
Okay.
And yeah, so my music reflected that, and actually spoke some things into existence that didn't need to be spoken into existence. Oh wow, yeah. Right? I think words hold power, and so I think we got to be mindful of what we put out there. But yeah, no, nowadays, it doesn't have to. There's God involved in some form of the verse or the hook or the song. Yeah. It may not necessarily be fully centered around that. It's a lot of story involved, just personally, maybe more testimony. But yeah, I try to keep God involved in some way, shape, or form in each song. Yeah.
So how do you find platforms like On the Porch and things like that where you can just go and be yourself, or where can you perform these songs to push yourself to the next level? Do you want to be in the industry?
No,
you just want to spread the message.
It's just like a side quest, if you will. Like I just like to create.
Okay.
I've always had a passion for making music and recording. I do a lot of spoken word. Spoken word is
I love spoken word.
No, spoken word is 100% the big snaps. But as I started to do more spoken word, I'm like, okay, I could kind of use this to accompany it. Right?
Yeah.
So like I look at, there's individuals from Ohio, Corey Bates and Trey Lou, and they're Christian rappers, but like. They don't have to be like Christian rap in 2025. I think I don't even know if they go by Christian rappers, but like it's different than it was in 2008. Right?
It is different.
So you can.
There's a lot of YNs doing gospel now.
I mean, like you could put it on a drill beat, right? Mm-hmm. Which I think
I've heard.
I think it's cool though, because then you might be able to relate to a different crowd who wouldn't listen to
who wouldn't normally listen to that.
They hear a drill beat. Oh, they talking about. Okay, they talking about this, right? Uh-huh. There's an artist by the name of Alex Jean, who my barber put me on to. Shout out to him, and he it's sounds 2025, but his content is all God.
Yeah.
So like. I think there's just in the artistry, for
okay.
Sure. Yeah.
And not to skip the subject, right? But you keep speaking about the barbershop.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy yourself at the barbershop? You say you go to the Black Barbershop.
One of my favorite places in the world.
Why is the barbershop your favorite place?
I mean, it's really a sacred place. Like,
I never get to go.
That's crazy. We can talk about that. No, like it's just like music playing, like if you really, depending on what your setup is, 2025 it's also different because now you got boutique barbers where like it's just them in their shop, right? As opposed to like 2005, you have the traditional barbershop, you got 5 chairs lined up, or whatever. You book online now, right? But like, you can talk with your barber, y'all cool, play some music, get a vibe. You're going in there and you're going to leave out feeling a little bit better, or a lot of bit better, It's one like it's therapy. And if your barber, is barbering not only, with the clippers, but like, they can talk to you. It's really like a form of therapy.
It is.
So yeah, my guy Heem, before him, I got cut by my guy B Harris. Before him, it was Cliff. Shout out to my, I moved around, but like each and every barber that I've had for a period of time, like it's just like therapy. The barber doesn't get enough respect in my opinion.
No, they don't get enough respect. And speaking of respect for the barber, so I just learned this the other day.
Right.
That The name barbershop came from a man named Mr. Barbarelli.
Okay, no, I wasn't hip.
Okay, so back during slave times, this guy, family called the Barbarellis.
Okay.
And he used to take the slaves and cut their hair into these really cool shapes and styles to make them presentable, right? And the owner, the master, he got upset at Mr. Barbarelli for dressing up his monkeys. Set his house on fire, burned him alive.
That's crazy.
In the house, right? So when you go to the barbershop,
right?
Big thanks to Mr. Barbarelli. Shout out to Barbarelli.
I wasn't here.
And it's always been a sacred place for men to go and have these conversations and these that we can't say out loud or we can,
100%.
Yeah, and I feel like it's important for men to have safe spaces. So I love that y'all have the barbershop.
No, the barbershop is it's untouched. I could take my son there now. You know what I'm saying? And that's like
finding
like it's like man, like you get to share it with him, right? My dad being a white man didn't really go to a black barbershop, but he took me to a black barbershop when we lived in Dayton. And so, it's just one of those experiences like, okay, cool. I can't wait to see my son get a taper, bald fade, you know what I'm saying? Like just be cleaned up. He asked for the little chalk white line the other week.
Yeah,
he's so happy, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, go, man.
I remember the first time my son got the white line. He was so excited.
You feel good.
Yeah.
Like, man, okay, now you see the line.
I started cutting his hair myself.
Okay, super
because
dope.
I went to hair school.
Right.
So I had to go buy the white chalk so I could.
Yes. See, and I respect the art too, because there's no way I wouldn't know what to do. You give me a pair of clips. I know people study and learn it, but like, I don't know how y'all do this, bro.
How you do? Yeah, I be seeing them with the mirror. They be like, yes, that's a skill. That's a crazy skill.
No, facts. I'm paying the barber. I'm tipping you. Like, thank you. Appreciate you. I'm coming back. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, yeah.
Okay, so does the sex hit different when you come back with the white chalk?
That's hilarious. No, because she'd be like, come straight home. Like, I don't want you out.
Yeah.
She'd be like, send me a picture.
Send me a picture.
I get in the door, I'd be like need a little ad lib. Like, so, our intimate times were great regardless of the cut.
Okay,
but like, no, she definitely, like, you could tell, she liked the fresh cut for sure.
Okay, period. Who's the aggressor? You or her?
Aggressor? It different. It depends.
Oh, so y'all got good balance.
Yeah, no, 100%. It depends, and it's also mutual, I think, a lot of the time. Yeah, no, it's just.
So you don't always have to go get it.
No.
Sometimes she bring it to you.
We locked in. No, like we want to share and provide for each other. It goes both ways, and so God bless me with her for sure. Yeah,
okay, period. Yeah, so y'all equally yoked.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we go together. Yeah.
So we go together real bad.
Steady,
going steady. I like it. I was gonna say that in the rap song one time, and I was like, they ain't gonna know what I'm talking about.
No, bring it back. They need to know.
They need to be educated on the stuff. Like we're going steady. Like I swear I was gonna say that. And I was like, it's gonna go over their heads. Never mind. I save it for something.
Please put it in.
Yeah, no, listen, I say that all the time.
What, this go study?
Please put it in.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, my mind thought it after I said it. I wasn't gonna put a pause there or nothing like that.
No pause. No need to pause. Yeah. Just put it in.
Just okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hear that. Yeah. She say that. Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
That's what she said.
Yeah. That is 100%.
That's what she said.
Valid. I've seen it. I've got evidence.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I love that for y'all. I love that y'all can be, grounded in God
for sure,
and still like very much intimate with each other in loving space.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So people, if you've ever been through like in a relationship where you haven't had that balance or like you may be the chaser and not getting chased, those things aren't fun.
It's not fun.
It doesn't I don't know that it's healthy either.
No.
So like being in a relationship where it's like mutual, symbiotic, it feels good.
Okay. But do you hold yourself accountable for being the chaser so much in the beginning that they never really learned how to chase you back because you were always doing or they just wasn't reciprocating?
Second one. No, it's got to be, I think self, you got to know what you're giving or what you're not giving. Right. So like, you can tell, okay, I'm getting this from this person, but I'm not giving them anything back. I don't desire to give that back.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's off. I think people are cognizant of what they're doing for the most part.
Yeah, I think people know better.
Yeah. So like, I don't think that's acceptable. Like, no, you getting chased. If you want to be here, then you better chase that person too. If you don't want to be here, then you need to let that person know.
Exactly.
You know, like,
exactly.
And they need to know too. They should be able to pick up on signs. But it's also easier said than done sometimes when you know stuck in love. Like, are you like, man, this is uncomfortable here, right? Like, no, you gotta let yourself get out if you're supposed to get out.
Okay. So you had experiences in relationships before marriage.
For sure. Yeah.
You think those helped you out in your marriage?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there's always a place you're supposed to be at. God, I'm on God's time, and so you learn different things. Just like in other areas of life, okay, you know what, I probably should have done this, or I probably shouldn't have done this, or I could have reacted better here, or asserted myself more here, right? And so I don't want to make these same mistakes, whether in self-assessment or assessment of the other. We're gonna bring more polished version of myself here and make sure that I do the things that I'm supposed to do.
That you're supposed to do.
100%.
No, I like that. I like that. Well, listen, we need to hear more of this music because people need God in their life.
Come on.
Okay?
Yes.
And so it's his way. It's not your way, okay?
His way. Fact.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
And honestly, I love that for you, that you have something that guides you as a man, because a lot of times when men don't have religion or some type of spirituality, they just be lost.
Right, I get you.
And just kind of doing what they think they're supposed to do.
On both sides, men and women can be.
Men and women. Yeah, I'm just speaking because I'm talking to a man, but but we be messed up too. And I was going to say, we all got a mommy or a daddy issue, right?
No, 100%, for sure.
So do you think you have a mommy issue or a daddy issue, and what is it? And how did you work through it?
That's a good question.
You may have had it previously and you're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But what did you grow from? What mommy issue or daddy issue do you think you had to grow from?
I'm trying to think I think there are issues. I don't know, but like, I don't know. Both my parents are very strong-minded, independent. They both, two different households, but they both provided everything I needed to.
And both spaces.
You feel me? Like, it wasn't one that was like, taking care of other stuff in the other's household. No, both households were like
self-sufficient.
Yeah, like in a major way. So I grew up very privileged, in my opinion. I think probably what it has taught me is that, when I looking at women or like who I want to be with, I think about my mom. It's like, not that I don't want to be with my mom.
Not.
You know what I'm saying? But like she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
Like, and she's provided for me and my brother, to this day, and we had whatever we wanted, but also she had money set aside for us. We went to good schools. She got us into college. I didn't want to go to college. She filled out my scholarship essay for me and got me into college.
Period.
Right? Like, so yeah, she was just a big mom in that regard. My dad's wife, she's very successful. She's a judge. Like, like she's a big dog.
Yeah.
And so when I see these strong women, it's like, okay, like I need that.
I
don't even want to take care of me.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
I'm gonna provide, but I don't need a puppy dog. I need someone that's equal level.
Yeah.
And so that's that's what I found in Simone. Very grateful.
Shout out to Simone.
I was like, say my name in the interview.
Shout out to Simone. We love you, Simone.
So yeah, I don't know if it's really issues, but like, just like, okay, I hold myself and I hold who I'm gonna be with to a high standard. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that your wife came with any set of mommy or daddy issue that y'all had to work through together?
No.
She got both parents?
She got both parents.
Okay.
Yeah, she got two dope parents.
Cool.
No, she got,
she had a good foundation.
Yeah. No,
that's good.
She's good for sure. Yeah, 100%.
That's good.
100%. We always got our quirks and proclivities or things that we don't agree with our parents, right?
Yeah.
But no, I think she got a great foundation for sure.
Okay. So you say you were privileged.
Very privileged. Yeah.
Okay. Period. Yeah. So how have you extended that privilege to someone who is lesser privileged?
That's a great question. I just knowledge of what can be done, what you can do, what resources you have. So I used to work in radio in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And this sound like, braggadocious or whatever, but like I was able to start a school supplies drive called Backpacks for Class X. And so for 5 years, we would collect backpacks and school supplies. And then as it got towards the end of the summer, we would hold a big drive where we would, dish out thousands of backpacks.
I love that.
It went specifically to Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth.
Okay.
And so a lot of individuals that were not as privileged as me. And so, okay, cool. We got everything over here that you need. So yeah, being able to do certain things like that, give back. And so as many times I give back, or when I I try to give back,
makes you feel good to give back. No, that's good.
So like the book, Move with Mello, thank you. Mello passed away in March and passed away from cancer. And so I'm like, okay, how can I not do this in vain, right? And so I reached out, or I looked up different foundations and organizations and found the National Canine Cancer Foundation. And so 5% of all proceeds go to the National Canine Cancer Foundation. So things like that, like, okay, you got knowledge out here, you have the ability, then, make sure, I think, it's imperative that you do give back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I love that.
Like that, for sure.
That's so nice. I can't wait. I got to let my daughter read this book. She is obsessed with dogs right now.
Come on. Yes. Do you like dogs?
I love dogs, but I don't have one right now because I had one and it bit my baby.
Oh, no.
In the face.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it either at that point. No, for sure. No, dogs. Yeah,
and I love dogs, and I think they're like people, but I did want to hurt him.
You got to. You're a protector.
And the Humane Society got things in place to make sure that you don't hurt them back.
No, for sure. which is good,
Which is good because he would have been buried in the backyard.
No, for sure.
If it was my choice.
That's.
But I love dogs now.
Things happen.
Just that dog had me messed up. That dog had me. And if my daughter saw you right now, she would say, "Hi, do you have a dog?"
That's
her first question. That's her question right now. Do you have a dog?
I like it. No,
yeah.
Sure.
So she's not scared of him. So I'm glad. But I said if I got another dog, his mouth would be too small to open.
No, you gotta get a little Pomeranian or something. But
I don't like them because they be like.
Pomeranians be kind of gangster. Don't keep it funky with you. Like let me say a mixed Pomeranian. I don't know about the purebreds.
Okay.
I grew up with small dogs. Now when I got older, I got big dogs.
Yeah.
But the little mixed Pomeranians from the shelters, they got some gangster to them.
I had a Maltese.
Okay.
I had two Malteses.
Small. Was the Maltese the one that bit?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, it was the mud. Unfortunately, he was a mixed breed dog. Don't know what he was mixed with, honestly. Kind of looked like a little hyena a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, that might be why he's crazy. Yeah. Look,
they say, though, the mixed breed dogs aren't as easily trained and aren't as mentally there. And I really think that's just a stigma. No, that's what I'm going to say. I really think that some white person might have made that up.
No, I definitely think, look, he was mixed. And he was the calmest, smoothest, now he looks scary, so the wrong people come to the door, we good.
Yeah.
But if they really know him, they could give him a treat and they can take whatever they want in the house.
Yeah.
Now I had another one, she was wild though.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kind of fit the stigma or whatever you just
described. Yeah, it's hard to just get it together, girl.
So every dog is different.
Every dog is different.
And just if you get them older, they might come with some different stuff, that you don't know about their past. But even when they come as puppies, there's still a lot of work. So every dog is different.
Okay. So what's your message to the world?
Mm-hmm.
If the world was listening right now.
The world was listening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Keep God first, man. Keep God first and, spread love, man. Share with others and, be kind, warm, and caring as much as possible, man. Go make somebody smile. Go make somebody day, man. Shout out to Jay Lee, man. He put me onto a couple songs this morning and they was just positive songs. So being able to share positivity with others is huge to me. And so share with me, when it's shared with me, I want to share it with somebody else.
Exactly.
So, you take that into consideration, account. If I share with them, they might make somebody else's day better. And it's like one of them, what you call telephone game. Well, no, not quite.
Well, it changed
as it. Sure, that's what I'm saying. It's not a telephone game, but one person.
Each one teach one.
There it is. That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Well, listen, keep doing the music.
Appreciate you.
Even though it's just a sideline thing for you.
Yes.
You never know what can happen.
Right.
So be prepared for abundance and blessings in that area because you're doing God's work.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be rewarded for that.
No, I like it.
At some point. So I think that you can be the biggest Christian rapper.
Come on.
In the world.
Come on, I like it. No, I believe it. No,
I believe it. Yeah. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I like the song. I like the song. And I know I do a lot of pussy popping and club hopping on my records.
I'm off to what you do. Come on now. I listen to secular music. I listen to Dave East.
Damn, I make secular music.
You know what I'm saying? No,
I knew that though.
On the way down here, everything is a lot of curse words, a lot of stuff. I'm not, I listen to it 100%.
You say I'm not green. I just love God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
like that in you. I like that.
Have fun, in my bubble now, Yeah, no, for sure.
So you and your wife go turn up at the strip clubs?
No, we don't do that. No, because I don't need to see that.
How do you know she don't want to see?
I've asked.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've asked for sure.
Okay.
No, I'm inquisitive. Like, yeah, I told you, I'm gonna ask the questions. Let me see where you at.
Let me see where you at. I'll meet you. Okay.
I'm not saying that we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, but no, it's not like I can't say it's a desire of mine, and I don't know that it's a desire of hers. You know, I got eyes for her. So yeah, I don't need to see.
Do y'all watch porn together?
I haven't watched porn in a long time.
time.
No, for sure. I know that's a safe answer.
I know.
Right?
I hear a lot of men say that. I'm glad that men are like turning the porn off.
No, because porn can be unsafe if you're not in a space for it. I think porn can be very harmful. Yeah, like
super harmful.
In my early 20s, yeah, for sure. Porn was like, it was heavy, and then I realized I got to the point. I'm like, no, this is not healthy. And
yeah.
So those New Year's resolution things are big for me. So I got to like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do a year without porn.
Yeah.
Did that. The next year we're gonna do a year without masturbation. And so like, I don't know if that's healthy, but I'm like, I gotta try this.
I mean, semen retention is a thing.
Okay, right.
I heard the longer you do it, it can get dangerous for you because it has to go somewhere.
For sure. Yeah.
But I heard that a lot of people, like even athletes, practice semen retention before the big game,
for sure. Yep.
so that they can harness that energy.
Yep.
Go out there and make them shots. Yeah. So yeah.
So no,
I commend you for all of those things, like just even trying those things and taking the steps and evolving as a man.
No, for sure.
Beyond porn, because porn was big, and especially like in the Black community, like. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to go through the titles that I remember from being traumatized names, from a kid seeing the collection like Big Brazilian what? Oh my gosh.
Reality King.
Cream pie.
I know the titles, but no, not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I used to get on my dad's computer when he was at work. I'm like, okay, yeah, we here. You know, I got 2 hours before you get home.
I got 2 hours.
A young 15-year-old. Yeah, but I try to steer clear of that stuff. Days, for sure.
No, for real, because porn is not geared toward the pleasure of women.
No, for sure. 100%.
At all.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. If we just there.
And then if dudes, take what they see there and think that they about to do all this, with a girl or a woman, right? Then
yes.
I don't think that's healthy either because it's not real.
It's not realistic.
Yeah, like
I do be on porn star shit though. I really be trying
to. What does that mean?
Like for my man.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, for sure.
I really want to be that like fantasy.
But that's
you know what I'm saying.
That's who you wish.
Yeah. So like, even though porn, I'm like it's raunchy, it's dirty, but sometimes I just like get raunchy and dirty. You
gotta have multiple various angles in the bedroom. You don't want it to get stale, like you said.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to get a little raunchy.
Do what you do. Yeah. If they judging you, they doing something too.
You feel me? Don't judge me. And that's the part. I think a lot of times women hold back their sexual desires for fear of being judged.
Okay, right.
So that's why it's good to ask those questions and to invite her to different things.
No, for sure.
Because it may be something she was thinking about, but she's like, I don't want him to judge me or think I've done this before with somebody else or whatever.
No,
so
definitely. No,
it's the safe space makes sex good.
No, for sure. Those inside thoughts that you don't let out could be very in truth. They could be difficult. They could make things difficult.
Make things very difficult.
No,
yes. Sure. And then or you're not being satisfied, but you're not able to express that to your partner.
No, for sure.
And it's like you just kind of trapped in a bad sex marriage.
Right. No, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, no one want to do that.
What the hell?
Yeah, come on now. That's what Kelly.
No, but listen, I commend you. I love that you're a married man out here doing your thing, leaving positive, gems for your son. You say you have a son, right?
Yeah, Miles.
Miles. Okay, shout out to Miles. Shout out to Simone. Okay, you guys are in good company, and we appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Up top.
Okay, period. Yes. I like that. Okay, and listen, if it's anything that I can leave you with,
come on,
it's gonna be them 42 laws of Ma'at. We're gonna get them over to you and Simone.
Yes.
We're gonna get them to y'all because you know what? When I go to study religion, I'm studying like what were, African people or Black people doing before colonization.
Okay, right.
Because I just want to get back to the roots, and I feel like we'll forever be a cursed people if we keep following what
the white man has laid out.
What he has laid out for us, and not that it's all bad, but there's a letter from a guy from Belgium when he sent his there's called missionaries over to the Congos and different places like that.
Right.
He sent them with the Bible, but he also took stuff out and he sent them with a letter. And they were supposed to make people feel like rich people are not as close to God.
Okay.
The poorer you are, the more you struggle, the closer you are to God. They should not ever want the riches of their own land right now. Yeah. And so if you look, it's kids digging in caves in the Congos right now for cobalt. And that's what we make Teslas with and iPhones with and things like that. Right. How did they convince those people that have all that rich land that they don't need that? We don't care. You have it. You know what I'm saying? And that started with religion. So I just want people to like explore all the different religions and always like get to the roots. And if I could give you a movie to watch,
come on, please.
Hidden Colors.
Okay, no, I'll tap in. I don't think I'm hip, so I definitely will.
Hidden Colors. It's like 5 parts to it. It's like behind the religion, behind the melanin, and it will show you all these places where Black people are that you don't even know we existed at.
Right.
And they didn't come on no boat.
No, I'm tapping
in. They've been there. Okay. I'm talking about dark skin, blue eyes, blonde, curly afros.
Wow. No, I'm tapping in.
Yes. Sure. So yes, Hidden Colors.
I got you.
42 Laws of My Eye. I'm going to send those to you. I'm going to send those to you. And listen, we're going to keep doing it God's way.
Come on, yeah.
Okay.
Can I pump this one more time?
Yes.
My fault.
Pump it up. Pump it up. Let's pump.
Move with Mello, man. You can get it at DavisonDavisPublishing.com. It's written by myself, Alex A.D. Davis, illustrated by Jared Burke, the GOAT of design.
That's nice.
About our dog, Mello. He's named after Carmelo Anthony, my favorite hooper. Shout out to Syracuse, the Nuggets, the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Go Knicks, even though the Pacers got it, but that's all right. Yeah, man. So if you're looking for a good children's book, you want something different, DavisonDavisPublishing.com. Move with Mello. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Yes. And you can get that for $19.99.
Got it. Yep.
All right. Listen, support this man. Support this family man. This creative soul. Okay. This great father.
I appreciate you.
Okay. We got to support the good ones, y'all.
Come on.
We ain't got a lot of good ones.
That's crazy. No, we got some great ones. Come on now. Come on.
I don't know if y'all are the majority or not. Maybe I'm in the wrong community.
Got you.
But I'm just going to say, protect this man, y'all.
Come on.
And shout out to Simone. And shout out to Miles. Love. And thank you for letting us borrow him for a little while. We're going to go ahead and give him back now.
Appreciate you.
Okay?
Thank you so
but
much.
Always, until next time, never forget, wash your pussy and count your money twice.